and we'll start.
VTUK.
Have you got the cane to hand at least?
The cane it's there. It's there.
Good.
It's there. Let me know when we go live, and I'll start doing the stuff.
Once we're live and I can hear us, then you can go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So awesome. Good evening and welcome to episode 337. Would you believe it? 337 episodes of Vape Talk UK with myself, the amazing Chandler, and David Childs. Good evening, mate. How you doing?
I'm right. The amazing Chandler and David Childs.
Yes, that's it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, basically, after Expo, as we'll get on to, Chandler is now one of the Vape famous community.
No.
He was being harangued for pictures all during the show.
Yeah, I was. And have you seen these pictures? I'm not in any of them.
I know, but we'll get to that in a bit, I'm sure. but yes. So yeah. But no. Yes. Hello. I'm doing all right. Yeah. It's
cool.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's time for.
It's time for. I was going to say. Is VTUK the longest running UK vape show on YouTube?
Yeah, just because we just won't give up on it. We just keep plowing it on
won't
and
go
on.
away.
Yeah.
We refuse to die.
No, yeah, absolutely.
We are the two of us. We are the cockroaches of the vape industry.
The cockroaches. Yeah, we just will not die.
Just when you think we've killed us a show and a podcast, we come back.
Yeah, we just don't stop. We don't know when to give up. Call it a day.
No matter how much people plead for us to stop, we never do.
It's not happening. We're ignoring that. We just, we've got fuck all else to do on a Tuesday night, really, haven't we?
Right. Shall I what that we have some people in chat?
Have we got? I haven't even got.
I'll say a quick hello to those. So we have Andrew Wilts, good evening. Mick Blizzard, hello there, and Mr. Martsky is in. So somebody who's been to a vape event outside of Expo.
Really?
Yeah.
There are vape events outside of Expo.
Yeah. So there's vape events where more than two modders show up. Apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
And they sell some very expensive things. Mind you, having said that, some people at Vape Expo are selling quite expensive things. But
we'll get to that too.
Cheaper than they would normally be. But but yes. So it's good. Good evening to all of you. Nice of you to join us as always. I won't bother looking at Twitch because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in there.
I'm not even in Twitch, to be fair.
Yeah, so there's maybe one other, but yeah, all of the chatting's going to be going down in the YouTube, I think. So how are you doing, mate?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm tired.
You're tired? I know the
I'm
feeling.
really tired. So tired. Yeah, and I'm trying to work out how to get Twitch up because it's just not playing. I've got Lydia, someone or other, up instead.
Yeah, you have to go to our channel.
What? Who's Lydia? Someone? What? Don't know. Anyway, channel. Ah, found it. Sorry. See, I'm that. Oh look, there's our faces. Yay! Yeah, no, there's only you and me in there. After all that, what was that? I'm going back to watching Lydia.
Yeah, I told you I was the only one in Twitch chat. Had to see for yourself, though, didn't you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Had to see for yourself.
Twitch. Everybody loved Twitch, and now it's just like.
That's right. The vape communities on YouTube are coming back, aren't they?
They are more
shows now.
They're
much more people.
I've almost worked out that. Hey, guess what I did on Saturday night? The missus fell asleep. I'm like, I'm awake. Oh, there might be some. What can I do? Do I put a bit of Netflix on? Or
sorry, Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix or porn. Yeah, could have done that, but no. I put the Saturday Night Vape Show on. You put
the Saturday Show live.
I put the Saturday Show live on. That's the one. I didn't even get the title right, but you glossed over that. They might not have noticed.
That's all. I just corrected it. Right. I don't think any of them are anyway. I think we're safe.
And then that's all right then.
But yeah, they've always shouted at us by now.
Yeah.
But yes, they had a very special guest on, didn't they?
Yeah, Mr. Nigel Moxon.
Mr. Nigel Moxon. You won't ever see this, but I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. Poor Nigel. Came with me to Expo. And came back with COVID. I shouldn't laugh because he was in the car with me all the way there, all the way back.
Well, we're not sure if he got it at Expo because he may have come back and contracted it from somebody nearer to home. Seeing as you didn't get it and I didn't get it.
Yeah, having said that, there was was it Alex from? It was either Alex or Lloyd from Vapor Bay.
Possibly Alex. Did he get it?
And has ended up testing positive as well. So, yeah, we're not sure where it came from.
No, it's a few people.
So,
oh no, but apparently yes, the Saturday Show people are lurking. Mr. Scott Wood, good evening, sir.
They're lurking.
Is in the chat.
It was.
They're
actually
watching. They're always watching.
Always watching. It was annoyingly entertaining. It really was.
I think it's something.
Sorry?
Annoyingly entertaining.
Annoyingly
entertaining.
It was actually, yeah. It was really good. I enjoyed that. I'll be watching it again on Saturday. So, yeah.
Yeah, I tend to now. I forgot it was on. I didn't actually know Nigel was on, so I watched it on catch up the next morning.
Ah, okay.
And I sometimes watch it on catch up because I didn't do it this time, but normally when I do a catch up, I can just skip through Pugs' handshake because that takes a while. But obviously he had loads of new stuff to show this week, so I didn't want to miss a minute of it. But
must admit, I missed the handshake. I must have. They were up and running by the time I logged because I thought I'm watching this live. So yeah, they were up and running. What time do they normally start?
8:30, I believe.
Oh, I didn't miss that much then.
No, half eight on Saturday. The Saturday Show live. Go give it a look. Go have a look at the last episode because obviously they talked all about Expo.
Yeah,
and they are much closer to the business than we are, shall we say?
Yeah.
A lot of them. So they probably spotted stuff that we didn't. So go give that a look. It is the Saturday Show live on the YouTubes.
Yes, it was Nigel and Kieran from Longboat.
Yeah, who was also at Expo.
Yeah.
We didn't go and see them, but yes, it was. They were there. We didn't do a lot of juices, did we? But yeah.
No, we didn't.
But we'll get there. So what's been the highlight of your last couple of weeks then?
Went to Expo last week. Did you know?
You went to Expo?
Yeah.
Did you? Was the Expo on?
It was this thing in Birmingham. It was Baby Show. That's what I went for, but I ended up in the wrong car park and found all these nutters vaping. So I thought I'd go in that one instead.
I mean, to be fair, Pugs did pick up some lovely T-shirts at the Baby Expo.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Pugs, I love you, mate. Just couldn't resist that joke.
He went for the baggy loose fit then, yeah.
Yeah. There is a lovely picture of the three of us. Even better picture of the two of you.
Oh yeah, awesome. And I was messing around with a filter. That was funny.
Yeah, that looked kind of scary. That film.
Yeah, and it was just Pugs' face was like, ooh. I'm like,
That was,
yeah, I'll go post that.
That picture reminded me of one of those YouTube videos that they post for kids, but it's actually got adult content in it. It's what that picture reminded me of.
Steady.
Sorry.
Nearly choked on my beer. I've got beer. I got beer. Look, I got beer. Beer.
Ooh, beer as well. Good evening, Free Rider Vapor. Nice to see you.
There you go. So, yeah, I'm tired and I'm drinking alcohol. This is not going to go well.
This is going to go brilliantly, seeing as the only way you have to show pictures is under your control. So,
yeah, and I haven't loaded anything up. I mean, I'm as prepared as normal.
Like I said, you can just go to that post on that dodgy podcast Facebook.
Yeah, I'll just literally. I think I'll just literally screen share and go. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that'll do.
Yeah. So anyway, so Expo happened.
Yes.
And, so we went down. My plan was to go down on the Friday to have a look around and do a little bit of research. That got scuppered, thanks to the train drivers. Thank you very much for that.
Seriously, you're like 10 minutes away. You could have walked. You could have jogged.
I could have jogged in about an hour and a half, probably.
About an hour and a half. Oh, okay.
10 minutes by train, but an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Fair play.
Yeah. So thanks to them, I wasn't able to get there Friday, but probably turned out for the best. So yeah. So I came along on Saturday with you, and obviously you came along with the with now YouTube celebrity Mr. Nigel Moxon.
Yay!
You came along with him, and it was lovely to see both of you. Yeah. So basically, we turned up. We did a bit of recording for the podcast.
We turned up. We literally walked straight in, and I thought, right, we'll go straight to the Ohm Zone. Mm-hmm. If anything catches on me eye on the way there, I'll have a look. You know. Mm-hmm. No, I got straight to the Ohm Zone without stopping.
Yep, straight into the air. It was straight in. We walked in. We saw the plethora of pod systems and disposables in front of us. And just beeline for the Ohm Zone. And got in there and then immediately felt better about the world.
Yes. Wasn't it refreshing?
It was. I'd say it was definitely bigger than the last Expo. I think there was definitely more stands. There's certainly more juice. Obviously one different modder. Obviously one modder the same. But would definitely come on to him in a minute. And obviously the new modder as well. Well, yeah, from the new modder, but obviously from the other modder, which I'm now regretting I didn't buy that other thing. The thing that you looked at, which we'll get on to.
Okay.
I'm having non-buyer's remorse.
You haven't bought it because you didn't buy it. Oh, bless you.
It's probably best that I didn't, but
yeah,
it hit a few buttons, that one. But
it was pretty.
Yeah. So we started off. Obviously, we haven't done the hand checks yet because we'll probably come across the hand check stuff as we talk about. So obviously, we'll have to talk about the highlight first, which
I've just realised that
you haven't got the thing you bought.
The thing I bought isn't actually in front of me, which is a bit bad, isn't it?
But
I might have to fetch it in a minute.
The highlight of the show was we walked into the Ohm Zone and we just had a quick walk around and then we were going to do a bit of recording. And every 10 seconds, Chandler was being stopped because he had taken his walking stick with him. And I swear to God, this thing became the star of the show. So there was two gentlemen who were coilers. I can't remember the name of the company now. I apologize. But they immediately just went, I'm sorry, I need to look at that. And they were just obsessed with that. So we had that one. Then obviously
and it was, can I take a picture? So he took a photo. Yeah, basically he held the walking stick while I took the photo of him holding the walking stick.
Yeah, exactly.
He gave me the camera so I could take a photo for him.
Yeah, so exactly. So the most photographed thing at Expo wasn't a person.
No,
but so we did that. We'll do the whole we'll do the whole walking stick story now. So we did that. Then another time we went to another stand with where there was some scruffy Australian there.
Yeah, I don't know.
They let him in. I don't know why. Yeah, but
no idea.
There seemed to be loads of people wanting to talk to him as well. No.
But
so that obviously I'm talking about the vaping bogan.
Yep.
Sam, whom we love. Even if he didn't have time to talk to us, but I'm joking.
Well,
he didn't.
We could have gone back. He didn't, but we could have gone back and tried again.
We could have gone back, but we were too tired.
We got to that point where it was like, oh, we want to go home.
My social battery depleted. But he again saw this stick, and he did like an Instagram video, instant Instagram video of it. We took pictures of him with it. And he fell in love with it as well. It's looking a little. You've also been using it because it's looking a little tarnished now.
It's not quite as shiny as it was.
It was very, very shiny and bright.
And unfortunately, that is one thing it does dull off. I quite like it with a bit of tarnish. That is kind of my excuse for not actually cleaning it.
Well, no, it's good because it makes it old school and used. I do quite like it. It's nice as a viewing piece when it's really nice and shiny. But when you've used it, it's got like the bit of a patina on it. Makes it look a little bit better.
Yeah, it looks well loved. At that
point.
I'm just making sure I get the battery in the right way around.
Yes.
So I don't know why I'm putting the battery in, really, because it got the most use at Expo than it's ever had because it is not the most practical thing to use when you're in the house. When you're actually walking around with it's actually kind of useful. So I haven't actually dripped, so this could be a bad move.
Oh, great. So this could be the first dry hit. You didn't get one on there. Good evening, Graham, and good evening, Mr. Savage Simon, sir. Nice to see you both.
I
was going to say, you managed to get through the whole of Expo without a dry hit, and I was waiting all day for you to get a dry hit, and you didn't.
No.
Not once.
Not once. I was very good. And didn't over drip because it's quite a good dripper, actually, for that. So there you go. The Temple. It's very, very good.
Well, Scott said, I would love to make one of those. Scott, you can, because you can buy the top part of it on eBay.
Yeah.
They're available for like 20 quid or something, weren't
they? It was somewhere between 20 and 30 quid. It was about 27, 28 pound.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a telescope.
Yeah. So basically, if you look for telescope walking stick, you'll probably find them on eBay.
Literally, telescope walking stick, and you'll find it on eBay. This round bit on the top actually unscrews, and the top lens was under here, and this end is where you look through. So it's a telescope.
Yeah, exactly. So you just got to literally take the gubbins out, put a 510 in, put a tube in. Maybe a switch or something might be useful.
I wonder, to be honest, whether somebody has talked Stu into what I saw him making something, and right. I'm not 100% whether it was something he was making for me, because I couldn't gauge the size of it,
right,
of the photo. So I'm going to actually have to ask him what that photo was. My first thought when I saw it was, is he making another walking stick?
I wasn't sure. Maybe he might be making that drip tip you said about.
He might have been. I couldn't. But looking at
looking at it, couldn't quite work out what it was.
I looked at it and it looked bigger than drip tip. But some of these photos, it's really difficult to judge scale.
Well, we'll get on to that because I was some of the stuff we saw there. I was amazed at the size of, because I imagined that there were things there that were as big as I expected them to be, which we'll get to. But there was a lot.
Yeah, but you were stood rather close while I was in the loo.
Yeah, that's true. But and I had my very focus on, and a lot of the things, but a lot of the things that I thought were bigger actually aren't that big, which I'm sure we get on to. So, yeah, so shall we start with the showstopper, and we'll talk about Mr. Vape Smarter. So,
yes,
we started off. We did our little talk for the podcast, and then I had this bright idea. Why don't we just walk straight over and straight into an interview with Stuart? Because I wanted to go straight over there because there was a particular mod I wanted. So we walked over to him, and this has been recorded live reaction.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hello." He goes, "Oh yes, there's a mod down there. This gentleman's very interested in buying. It's already sold."
And poor old Dave, you could see his face because it was in the display case. It was there.
It was still in the display case. The person hadn't yet collected it,
and you could tell just for about 30 seconds to a minute, he was like, "He's messing with me. He knows I'm gonna," and it's like, no, that is genuinely sold. It was like, oh, bollocks.
He said, no, it's genuinely sold, and I'm much more scared of the person who's bought it than I am of you. So I'm not going to cross them. Basically, I think is what he said. So that there was, but it's okay because there were several mods I was interested in there. So we did a nice interview with him, and then I said, right, we've got to end this interview because I need to start discussing about price because there's a few things I've seen. Yeah. So the first mod I asked him about is this. There. Oh. So it is
very pretty. That's
all resin. It's brown and gold resin. You got the little gold paw print on the side. The front is all engraved. If I can get it to
focus.
That's probably as focused as it will go. But yeah, it's all engraved on the front. It is a 21700, but
didn't look it. I thought it was an 18650.
Yeah,
honestly,
it didn't. But once you get it in your hand, you realise yes, it's definitely a 21700. But it's not overly big for a 21700. I mean, I've got medium-sized hands, so but it fits in my paw quite nicely. And so yeah, so I picked that up, and I now have my Dwar on top of that, and I have an original Dibley drip tip.
A Dibley? That's a Dibley.
That's a Dibley. which I've had for years, which just happens to perfectly fit this mod.
Doesn't it?
Almost as if they were made for each other.
Wow, that is quite impressive. I like that.
Yeah. So there's almost as if they were made for each other. So I purchased that. So there. Oh, good evening, Mr. Hinchcliffe and Mr. Intense. Good to see you both.
Hello.
Yes. So I picked that up at his stand, and he also, I think, along with that, he allowed me to pick a drip tip as well, which is in there. I'm not using it with this because I've got the perfect drip tip. So that was my main purchase of the day.
Yeah.
There were others. We then went on to immediately next door to him was the people from Black Rose Elixir, and I did I did my first ever interview.
Very good. You did very well.
My first ever interview. I don't think I did too bad. I didn't forget to point the microphone in their direction that often.
No.
It was we spoke to the creator of the juices there. Whose name I can't remember for the moment. God bless her. Sorry.
Christina.
It may well be. I'm the world's worth with names.
It was Christina.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, her name was Christina. There you go.
I'm
because I wrote it on the when I named the file on all of the files when I recorded. I put the person's name we were talking to, so I knew.
How organised of you.
No, because I'm same as you. I'm shocking with names. It's like, what was her name again? Susan? Ethel? No.
Yes, but yeah. So I did interview, and we did a live taste test.
Yes.
Of their two new juices.
Yeah.
And we liked them both, but we ended up both buying a bottle of juice.
The root beer was suitably disgusting, so it was perfect.
Have you listened back to what you said about it?
It was actually vapable. It was quite nice actually.
Like I said, if you don't like root beer, you probably won't like it, but it has other flavors in there.
Yeah. Dave actually said later on, He said, you said about mouth to. Somehow we got on to discussing mouth to lung, and I suddenly went, actually, I bet that root beer is quite nice, mouth to lung.
And you can get it in mouth to lung variety.
Almost went back and bought some.
Yeah. Yes, so we did that, but we also tried the other new flavour, which was a pina colada. And I have pina colada inside my stubby limited edition.
Guess what? I've got pina colada inside my stubby. Yeah.
Non-limited edition.
Non-limited. All right, rub it in. I've done something, though, because I have decided I cannot stand the chubby Gorilla 120 bottles.
Right.
They bug the hell out of me because you're squeezing it to get the stuff to go in. I hate it. So I've put it in one of these flat bowls.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because.
Good evening, Mr. Popcorns. I say so. I have to say. I now have to say it as he's in, and because Mr. Hinchcliffe is in. I have a proper coils in there, and I thought I just bought some of the 1 ohm coils, but it turns out I actually picked up a set of the 1 ohm coils and a set of the Hinchcliffe inspired 0.8 ohm coils, and I'm using that in here. And I have to, I hate to admit it, but it's a very nice coil, Paul. Yeah, you were right. It's a very nice coil. Yeah, it is a very nice coil. But obviously, it was going to be a good call because it's from John. And also,
you're only saying that because he's in chat.
I was going to say that anyway.
Well,
and inside the stubby, I have got one of the Borrow 2.5mm coils, which I purposely built for this, and that is singing nicely at a nice little 0.45, about 22 watts, and the pina colada is singing lovely in that. So basically, the pina colada, and you summed it up perfectly when you said about the flavour. The inhale is pineapple, but it's basically like the pineapple cube sweets that you used to get years ago.
Yeah.
And then the exhale, you get the coconut. And now, as everybody knows on here, I am one of the world's worst for flavors. I'm not very good with flavors. You and Jimmy are much better at that than me, and obviously Mark, because he would be.
Yeah.
But this is one of the first juices I've ever had where I get 2 different flavors, one on the inhale, one on the exhale.
There's not many where you literally get, because they are 2 distinct flavors. The pineapple is almost gone when you're exhaling, and it's a creamy coconut. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it is a creamy coconut.
Yeah. But literally, so you just inhale it and then hold it in my mouth and for a second before I breathe out, and that's all pineapple. And then as soon as you exhale, the coconut's there, and there's no lingering. There's a nice lingering involved, but it's no funny taste other than that. It's a very, very good juice, and we both bought a bottle of it from them.
Yes,
they didn't even give us any free bottles for doing an interview.
No,
we actually paid up and bought them from them.
We didn't ask. We just went, here you go. Here's our money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks for the interview. Can I have a bottle of juice? Cheers.
Yeah.
See, that's why we don't get free shit.
We keep offering to pay for it. That's what the problem is.
We're not good at it. Same, we did interview with proper, which we'll get on to.
Trouble is, I think it was
because you've got a story about that, haven't you?
It was worth it. So
yeah, exactly. Just it was 10 quid a bottle. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that.
Job's
so yes,
good.
so that's in that. So yeah, so we did proper coils. We did black rose elixir. And
carry on 2 seconds while I go get my other device, because I think it's just outside the door.
Yeah, probably should do. Yes, so we can then cover. Yeah, John Scenes is here. Yeah. So I'll start that process. Yeah. So we wandered about a bit. We did a few things. I wanted to go to UWell because I was hoping they were going to have. They've got these new Caliburns that are coming out, which basically look like an old mini disc player. And I was like, if they've got them there, I want to have a look at it. UWell didn't have much of a... They had a huge stand, but not much on it. So we had to wander around, and then we found our way back to the Ohm Zone. And, we had to wander around there. We don't want to cover that until Charlie comes back, because we did go to Overkill Mods. we obviously met up with some of our friends from various places, some of whom are in chat right now. Some of them from the Saturday show, and some from the Proper Call show as well. And at one point, Mr. Matt Waits bought himself a little specialist vape from Mr. Overkill, and he offered me to have a go, and I wasn't smart enough to say no, and I gave it a try, and I can't remember, it was about 250 watts at the point when I took a vape from it, and I inhaled, and before I finished drawing breath, my body instantly went, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I just removed it from my mouth and then just started breathing out, and then coughed up a lung. And Chandler was very nice because he recorded it for me.
Yeah.
And then posted it on. Then not only did he post the video, which I'm more than happy to happen. Like I said, that's not my thing at all. I have no problem with that happening. But he edited it. And
I didn't.
He edited it. Right. I didn't cough out a plume of smoke and then suck it back in again.
May have kind of repeated a little section over and over.
I mean, to be fair, the sound effect I made wasn't the most manly moment of my life.
It was just a followed by me giggling, and to be fair, it was a completely girly giggle that I was doing.
Not my. But I have no shame in that I couldn't take that sort of vape, because that's way beyond the sort of vaping I normally do, and I believe I immediately handed it back to him, and I think the last comment on video was me saying, "That's not even fun." So
look. To be fair, about a minute or two earlier, I had a big drag on it. Just fortunately, nobody videoed it. So
yeah, but you didn't cough up a lung like I did.
Not quite.
You at least finished the inhale.
It was a little on the side.
Yeah, it was a little warm.
Yeah,
but not as it wasn't so much the heat that got me. I think it was just the volume of vape going into my lungs.
Yes. What was it? It was like I think Matt said it was 6 point. It was just short of 7 volts or something that it was kicking out at the time, and it was a 30 mil RDA sitting on the top.
Yes, I think it was one of the Valhallas or something. Yeah,
and I counted the wraps. It was like 9 wraps on each side. So big beefy coils.
Yeah, I mean it was a proper grown up. It was a proper grown up vape. I am a mouth to lunger.
It was insane.
Yeah, it was a teenager. So that actually brings quite nicely on to the next thing, which was we actually went to see Mr. Overkill, Johnny Overkill, had to stand there, and we went to see him, and we did an interview with him. This is where Matt had ordered his special gift from. So we went to there. He had some bonkers stuff. Obviously, the most bonkers thing that Chandler just fell in love with, and I swear to God was tempted to buy. It
was 350 quid.
I know you were tempted to buy it until you heard how much it was.
Yeah,
but it was basically a quad battery stubby, pretty much. If you imagine a quad battery stubby, what that would look like, it's pretty much what it was, because it had the stubby tank inside it.
Yeah,
but it also had the mesh tank, which you tried. So tell us about that.
So actually, mesh tanks. I've got mesh tanks. I've got the mesh decks for the Steam Crave Aromatizers. In fact, Matt sent me a mesh tank that had got stainless steel cable to wick from underneath. So I got that as well. So I've had a few mesh tanks. They've all been okay, but I've never managed to consistently get them to work right.
Right.
They always, at some point, make me cough a lung up. Because as soon as you get a dry hit with a mesh tank, it's horrendous.
It's instant death, basically.
It's instant. Horrible. So I looked at this new stubby tank and went, oh, new stubby tank, oh, it's mesh. And was suddenly very meh about it. But yeah, Johnny gave me this quad battery club.
Yeah, a DNA 250C.
Basically, you need two of them connected with a little chain, and you've got nunchucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah, and it was DNA board when it, and 75 watts, I think he was vaping it up. And actually, it was wicking beautifully, this mesh deck. Didn't realise it was a mesh deck. So I was quite impressed with the vape that was coming off it. Very flavoursome, very nice. However, even if you've got a 21700 single battery stubby, is it going to kick out 70 watts?
No. So that mesh stubby, we'll call it, mesh stubby borrow, has found the only place where it's ever going to work, and that's on that quad battery mod, because it's never going to be good on anything else.
I don't know whether it was just the mesh that he set up on it, whether it with a different mesh strip on there, so
possibly,
so it's a higher resistance, so a lower wattage. Maybe, but the way you'd got it set up, 75 watts, I think it was. 75 watts was bang on for it. And yeah, all the other mesh decks I've had, you need to up the power to get a decent vape off it. So yeah, I'm not convinced that a mesh deck, especially in an 18650 stubby, I don't think a mesh deck's going to work, because it's just going to go power the battery.
Yeah, or it's going to give you a lot of cloud and zero flavour.
Yeah.
And then a dry hit.
So yeah, so I was very impressed with it on that quad battery thing, but yeah, not impressed enough to buy one, because I've only got an 18650 stubby, and I didn't think it would cope with it.
No, and after we'd finished talking to him, recording, he showed us something, or so I spotted something, didn't I?
Yes,
because it was purple, and I pointed it out to you.
Yes,
and he told us the story of it, and
yep.
And that's the thing I'm now sort of having non-buyer's remorse over, because I know there's never going to be any more of them. So basically, it was a 3D printed single 21700 or 18650.
21700.
I think it was 21700. Yeah, 3D printed,
small.
But it was really small. Did it have a 75C on it, or did it have a DNA 60? Can't remember.
He got a screen underneath it, so I think it was a DNA 60.
60, which really, really tickled my fancy.
Yeah, and it was purple.
It was beautiful purple, and obviously it had not engraving, but it had sort of patterning to it that was in black. And he told us the story. Basically, he makes very, very bonkers mods, and his better half said to him, she wanted a mod, so he designed this mod specifically for her and just did a run of them and was selling them at the show. And he offered Chandler a very, very good price for it. And I think if Chandler had that amount in his pocket at that second, he would have bought it.
Quite possibly, but my brain just was also going, it's 3D printed. It's 100 quid. It's 21700. I haven't really got anything to sit on it.
No.
And I've got single battery 21700 mods.
Yeah. And I just bought a brand new 21700 mod, so that's why I didn't instantly grab it. But that was very good. I'm sure that would have gone by the end of the day, and if not by Sunday, because I can't believe that was the last one. Unless he'd been like keeping that under the counter, I can't believe that one wouldn't have been one of the first to go. But each to their own.
Yeah.
But it's So it was a beautiful little thing. Obviously, in a sea of battery madness, it was like a little oasis for a mouth to lunger. It was a lovely little thing. But we had a good chat with him, and then we went over and we sat with the Saturday Show lot and some of their friends and some of our friends for a bit and had a little chat, and then that's when Matt nearly killed me. And we had some nice pictures. We had some nice pictures with Pugs, and we got to try some things that I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to talk about, so we won't. But we got to try some.
Oh yeah.
But that was very nice and something I'm very much looking forward to. And then we had to wander over and we did another interview and had a chat to Mr. John Propcourse.
Yeah.
And actually before that, you made a purchase, didn't you?
Yes, we went, and that when
we tried to talk to Bogan.
We tried to talk to Bogan, but he was rather busy. I went on the Vapers Clouds stand and bought a Sith RDA.
And even on that, so look, I was amazed how small the Siths are. I thought they were huge. In all of the videos I've seen of them, I thought they were mahoosive things. They're not. They're beautiful.
It's a 24mm RDA because that is a beauty ring that sits around it that makes it 25mm, because 25mm is quite big for an RDA.
Yeah.
But it's covered in juice in that.
It will be
seeping in that beauty ring. But there we go. There. So there you go. You can take the beauty ring off, and it's now just covered in juice and looks a right state. Look at the mess.
But it's that without the beauty ring, I was like that's just a lovely bit. I didn't believe it was the Sith when I first saw them in the thing, and had they had a blue one there, I would have picked one up there and then. But they didn't.
Yeah,
so
they were a bit
some money.
They were a bit short on the old colours, weren't they?
Well, they had I think all of the new stuff, but the original colours they didn't really have. So they had all of the the gunmetals and the clear ones and the Alton ones and that sort of thing. They've
got the clear ones. They've got the smoke. They've got the iced out, the smoked out, the Alton ones, and they'd got the gunmetal, which is the one that I picked up because it goes so nicely with that. It
looks lovely, that, and that drip tip does finish it off nicely.
And that is one of Stu's drip tips that I picked up because it kind of matches, and it's got a tiny little bit of reddy brown in it, just to get a bit of colour.
Yeah, but it's that is a beautiful setup.
And it's not it's tall on this RDA, but it's not ridiculously tall.
No, it's the right for the obviously the cloudage you're getting from that. That's the right size drip, because the drip tip it came with was a little small.
Oh yes, and it's still got the stagger fuse Claptons from John from Proper Coils in it.
Yeah,
I still got the same coil in it, unsurprisingly.
Yeah. So we wandered on then. Yeah, but yeah, he just said, "How's the wicking holding up?"
How's the wicking on the Sith?
Yeah,
fine. I have had to change the wicks. In fact, I don't think I have, to be fair. Oh, will you look at that? That is cleaner than I thought. I have actually.
Oh
changed
yeah.
It.
Yeah, you must have done.
I have actually changed the wicks on that because the pina colada, although very nice, is a little bit harsh on the coils.
Is it?
A little.
Okay.
A little. I know worse juices, to be fair. I now can't get the top cap back on.
Is it as bad as that Just Juice one that I had?
God, no.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No,
so it's fine then, because I suppose it would be, because it is quite sweet juice. So there's going to be there's going to be a bit in there. So yeah, but so we did then wander over to have a chat with Mr. Popcorns.
That's fully open now. Oh.
And so Chandler just instantly had you enjoy it. Carry on doing that, and I'll tell your story. So Chandler just handed him his RDA. He said, "Look, I've picked that up."
Poor fella. Sorry, John. I literally just turned up on the stall with microphone in hand and went, "John, can you wick this for me?"
Yeah.
I just went, "I want your recommendation." I want a coil that I can use unregulated on a unregulated mech. And I said about 0.4, and he went, "Nah, you want these 0.3s," and he's right, spot on. So, yeah.
So he wicked that up for you, and
Yes.
you made you made half a purchase, and then you made another half purchase a little bit later.
Yeah, because I was just being a little bit slow at that point.
We thought it was 3 for 2, but it was actually 4 for 3. So
yeah, it was buy three,
buy three,
get a free coil.
Get a free set of coils. Yeah.
I thought, oh right, okay, so if I pay for 2, I'll get a third one free. No, I basically bought 2 coils, and he gave, and I'm like, oh, all right, I'll buy another one and I'll get 4. That's fine.
But so we did that. So whilst he was like fresh out of like having to build for you, and we'd been talking to a couple of other chuckleheads at that point, I then shoved the microphone in his face and do an interview with him. And I apologize now. The first, John, in case you haven't heard it, the first 30 seconds of it were a little bit garbled because we had a little bit of technical issues.
And I don't know what was going on. It was blipping, and either way, I'm going to sort something different out for October. I think.
Yeah, it was probably be me, because I think it only happened when I was holding the microphone. So probably beginner not knowing what he's doing, but yeah. So we
I don't think so, but exactly. That's very nice of you.
We had a lovely chat with him, and I then purchased some coils. So I purchased some 1 ohm MTL coils, which I've had from him before. So I purchased some more of those. I purchased didn't know I was getting those, but I purchased the 0.8 ohm Hinchcliffe specials, which again, as I've already said, I'm not trying to boost his head up a bit anymore, but it's a very nice. It's a 0.8. It's a very nice. I got it 12.5 watts. It is a very nice coil.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I had, it was a little bit tight in not fitting it in the thing, but just to get it angled. Once it was in place, there wasn't a lot of give for me to move it, because it's quite a chunky coil for a MTL, but it's not. Yeah, it's not restrictive in the space. It's just that once it's in place, trying to move it around with your coiling rod, it kind of it's kind of set where it is. So it just wants to stay where it is. So you just got to make sure you do it right the first time.
Okay.
I'm loving that. I also, again, as I've got in here, I bought some of the Borrow coils, which are 0.4, 2.5 mil, which is singing nicely, and I also purchased some 0.3. 3 mil, 0.3, slightly bigger chunky jobbies to put into this at some point.
Okay.
Which I'm also vaping on tonight.
Yeah.
Slowly getting through the hand check. We're just gonna fit the hand check in as we go.
I was gonna say, what are we on? 20 past 9, and we're still doing the hand check. I must admit, I've got the Borrow coil in the top here.
Mm-hmm. How are you finding it?
All right. I've always put I've tried 2.5 mil in here before, but I've usually put a 3 mil. I find a 3 mil fits quite happily. So I would kind of like to try that coil with a 3 mil wrap, because it gives a bit more. You get a bit more cotton. I don't know whether I've not had any problems with it wicking.
No,
but yeah, just there. That's me. I'm never happy with how shit turns out in the first place. I always want to get it fiddled with. But it works really well as it is, so I shouldn't complain.
Yeah. So. John's replying to that, can be arranged with a thinking face and a smiley face.
I might have to place an order.
So proper coils, the Chandra edition. Borrow Chandra edition stubby Borrow coming soon to proper. I'm joking, John, you don't have to do it. I'm just but yeah, so yes, like I said, and so everybody here already knows John. Everybody here has probably already been to his website, but go and have a look at his website. Go and look at the Saturday show, because the Saturday show have a discount code, and John also has a Friday night show on his channel, which is Proper Coils. Which is very good, which has Mr. Matt Waits on there, who I need to go and abuse for trying to kill me. I forgot to do it this Friday because I was busy, but I will do it next week. So go and have a look at his show.
Kill him later?
No, I'm going to go. I'm just going to go and have a go at him for trying to kill me with his fiery mod.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with
Um,
you now. Yeah.
yeah. No, I would never actually kill anyone. Silly.
Well,
Don't have that in me. I just.
Matt, you're always tempted.
True,
Yeah.
but yeah, but in the business he's in, he must know people, so it's not worth. It's not worth threatening. Like, you're going to be walking down the street and just feel a little twinge in your neck, and you're just been injected. It's going to end badly. See,
Okay.
that's Matt. That's what you get for not coming along on Tuesdays anymore.
Oh God.
But yeah, so we did that, and like I said, we had a lot of fun there. What are your takeaways? I mean, that's kind of pretty much all we looked at. We went and, like I said, we had a look at the other stand we're bogan of the BP mods. I nearly bought a few things there. Obviously, the thing that Sam had that we'd been looking around and been trying to work out what it was for the last couple of weeks turned out to be the Odin 2. So one of the 20 different guesses that I made was correct, so right. I called it. So
along with about half a dozen. You were kind of more leaning towards the RDA side of things, though, weren't you?
Yeah, because that's what I thought it was, and it turned out being nothing at all. And VaporCloud didn't even have an RDA there, so I'm like,
it was like, aren't you doing a new RDA? What?
Yeah, and he's like, oh no, it was the Odin. Like, so maybe Grimm shouldn't have shown that picture, but yeah, possibly.
I wonder whether that was just a one-off.
It could have been,
because it was green
been a
Empire,
wind-up,
wasn't it?
Yeah, the Green Empire. Yeah, so obviously which they're going to have, but we never got a chance to run into the Grim one himself. So
no, we didn't. He walked past.
No, he walked past, and you went a little bit girly.
Yeah, oh God.
I was just
weird
because I don't like it. Like I said, Grim is to you what Mark Todd was to me. I was just nervous to talk to Mark Todd when I first met him because, like, he's Mark Todd, but now I know him just as a friend, and he's just Mark Todd. But I can understand it. You get that feeling sometimes. But just his So Simon had just very kindly shared his code into our chat from the Saturday show. So that's TSS10 for 10% off on proper coils. So go have a look at that. And like I said, if you have a stubby and a stubby tank, do try those. I would highly recommend trying those 2.5 borrow ones, because they are very good. And I would even recommend trying picking up some of the 0.8 ohm MTL coils for something different.
Okay. He'd got a good selection, hadn't he?
He had a fantastic selection, and like I said, it's really good going to those things as well, because you can talk to the. Listen, he wasn't the only coiler. There were lots of other coilers there. Lots of other really good coilers. Coils by Scott was there.
Yeah,
Scott had the new color stubbies on display, which look beautiful, like the metallic green and red stubbies, which looked fantastic. And
the candy colours.
Yeah, we purposely didn't go to his stall because for fear of walking away with one.
It would have happened. I think
may well have happened if we'd spent 10 minutes chatting to him. Well, I've got to buy something. I've just bought loads of coils from Scott. So what can I buy from John? What can I buy from here? Oh, one of those stubbies.
Yeah, I must admit, I know this is weird. I've been vaping for 13 years. 13 fucking years. Bloody hell. I've never used coils from a artisan coil maker. I've used stock coils that I've bought from I don't know, Vapefly,
like the Tofo, those sort of ones. Yeah.
Those ones the
mass
standard. Yeah. So I've had some of those, but I mainly use a spool of wire. So like I just buy fused Clapton wire and just wind whatever I want. So I haven't actually gone, oh, yeah, I'll have some. So first time I've had staggered fused Claptons. They're bloody good. I feel like I've been missing out.
And obviously, as I said, they're not for everyone because they're I said they're because they are handmade, and so John uses like the wire and everything that comes from the States. He doesn't use cheap Chinese wire, so the cost for bespoke, they're not artisan. We'll call them artisan.
Yes,
The cost for artisan coils,
they are artisan coils.
Yeah, is a little bit more, but like I said, it is worth it. And the thing to remember with those coils as well, 99% of those, when you re-wick, and the coil's gone a bit gammy, you don't just throw it out because you can burn them and quench them and reuse them multiple times. They can last a long time. So one coil or like a pack of 2 coils, which cost me about £6 he was knocking them out for at the show. So 2 coils, I mean, that could last you months. Just for 2 coils.
Yeah, should do.
That could last you, yeah. I mean, even if you're using it every day, it could last you a long time.
The amount of times I've actually changed a coil, not because it needs it, but just because.
Yeah.
Just literally, just because. Yeah, no reason to change it whatsoever. And I keep the old ones. Why?
What?
I know. I take it out, I quench it, I clean it off, quench it, and then take the coil out and put a new one in, and I go, yeah, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, hold on. Wait. No. You've skipped the headline there.
Yeah,
you take the cotton out, you quench the coil, so you clean the coil, and then remove it.
Yes.
So if you're going to remove the coil anyway, why don't you just unscrew it and take the coil out with the cotton?
Because, well, if I do it that way, I can reuse the coil later.
Have you ever?
No, never. Never. I've got those little jars that you get in hotels.
Yeah.
You know the little when you're having your breakfast and you get a little pot of jam, an individual jam jar.
Yes.
I've got one of those that is basically almost full of coils.
This has got an episode of Hoarders written all over it.
Yeah. I probably ought to chuck them out.
I would if I was you.
Think?
Yeah.
Because I always take it out and go, actually, that coil's all right. It doesn't need throwing away. You can vape that. I can just stick it back in again and off I go.
Or you could
I never have done that. I've literally just put it in this jam jar and I've got... I think I'm waiting until I've got enough to take it down to the the steel recycling or the bloke that comes down with his lorry going, hold on.
You're just gonna go out one day and hand him a little pot, like a specimen.
Go, there you go. Stainless steel. There's some nichrome in there. That's got to be worth a bit, you know. I have no idea why I do it. I seriously got a little jar with all these coils in.
Confessions of Chandler.
Yeah.
It's the burning the coil or quenching it before you take it out that does it for me. Oh, Mr. Intense says, does John do mesh? Ask him, send him an email. You can go on his website.
Does he do mesh?
You can. I'm
pretty sure handmade mesh.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Intense may be taking the P, but I'm going to answer it legitimately anyway because yes, just email him. I'm sure you know his email address, and you can put a request in on his website, and I'm sure he'll look into it to you and give you a price.
Some proper mesh coils. That'd be good.
Yeah,
that would genuinely be, decent mesh coils.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, the late night vape show has just joined us. Good evening. Nice
Good evening. Hello. I'm
nice
still.
to see you. It was lovely to see you at the show, even though you didn't recognise me, but it was fine. But no, it was funny though, because it's amazing how different people look in real life. Because everybody I met who I hadn't met before, I had to double take, and I was like, I'm sure I recognise them, and then I'd work out who it is because everybody looks thinner in real life. The camera must stretch out your face a bit,
except for me. I'm
You're the other way.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it was
I've slightly stretched the camera image so it thins me out a bit.
Ah, right, okay, and
yeah.
you've stretched mine out a bit.
Yeah. Just to compensate.
Just to compensate for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but yes, it was. It was lovely to see you and everyone at the show who we saw.
Honestly, that was the highlight. I could have spent all the time in the home zone, just sat. October, I'm not going to be driving, so there will be one of those ridiculously large 2-pint beers in front of me.
Yes,
at some point. Which honestly, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. At some point, I'm just going to pick it up and it's going to go. I know that's going to happen because it's in that plastic cup thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 2-pint ones were a bit thicker, but yeah, no, it was there. But
yeah,
Mr. Insane said, did Mick look thinner in real life? He did. He did. He honestly did. Yeah, I said everybody I met looked thinner in real life. Yeah, and Mr. Scott Wood was much taller than I thought he was going to be. I think it's because he's got his camera angle on the Saturday show. He's pointing down a bit, and he's like, "You're taller than me, mate." I was like, but yes, yeah, but it was lovely to meet everybody. Yeah. So I mean, what's obviously the only other place we went to, the only other bit we went to was the people who may have had the Gundam mod, which they'd obviously sold out of by the time we got there.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, we just
Did
went
we go?
There. Yeah, we went there, and basically, because they were one of the few vendors that was actually selling hardware.
Okay.
I think they'd been stripped bare by the time we got there at like 2:00 on a Saturday, because there were lots of gaps in their display, but the one thing that they did have that we both fell in love with instantly was the little Thelma.
Oh, it was tiny.
The little Thelema, sorry, the little Thelemas that have got an internal battery in them.
Are they Thelemas? I've always called them Thelmas.
Yeah, no, the Thelema.
It's the glasses. I lost my glasses.
Yeah, they're Thelemas. But yeah, they
honestly, it looked exactly like the Lost Vape, the normal Thelema, but it was smaller. So it was just cute. You couldn't help it. I just took one look and went, "Oh, look at that! It's so sweet."
And obviously, another show. Obviously, I've been talking to him for 5 minutes. The late night vape show. If you haven't seen it, on Monday nights on YouTube, look for the late night vape show. Go subscribe to his channel. He does a Monday night show with another gentleman whose name I've forgotten now, who is from over the ocean. I believe it's America. Hopefully I'm not discriminating when he's a Canadian. I believe he's American, and yes, that's another good show to go and have a look
at. He's from over the pond.
Yes, over the pond.
We'll leave it at that because that kind of covers both bases.
Exactly. Yeah. So but go and have a look. So far we got your Monday nights covered. Your Tuesday nights occasionally when we're here.
When we feel like it.
Oh, he says it's Bill. Bill is American. Cool. Excellent. Fantastic.
Excellent.
You weren't here, Mick, but yeah, I'm terrible with names. I'm awful. But yeah, so basically, you so far we got you. Like every night there's a vape show, no, but you got Monday night cover. There's 2 Monday night because you've got the laid back vape show as well.
Oh,
on Mondays as well. So you've got those 2, and you've got obviously us occasionally on a Tuesday. Everyone else is much more regular and professional than we are.
Yes. Much more professional. I mean, you know. Should we do it? Quarter past 8. I'm going. Yeah, I suppose I better go and log on. Maybe.
Well, normally 7:45 is like, should we do a show tonight?
Yeah,
like,
I did.
Yeah,
it was. What was it? 7:45. I messaged you going, "Are you up for a show tonight?" Yeah, all right then. Why not?
But yeah. So we did go to the people who do the lemurs. Went to their stuff because I was looking with the gun. Lost Vape, that's the one. I was.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's Lost Vape, but it's not the old Lost Vape. It's because the old Lost Vape are now called LV because another company bought out Lost Vape, so they own the name Lost Vape, and the people who used to be Lost Vape are now called LV. So that's why.
Okay.
That's why they're less Lost Vape stuff is less high end or premium than it used to be.
Okay.
That's where the change happened. That's my one bit of vaping knowledge. It's used up now. I'm fucked.
Okay.
But yeah, so we had to look at their stuff because
WS23. You know the Cool stuff that's called WS23.
Yeah.
Do you know why it's called WS23?
You've told me before, but I
have.
can't remember. So please enlighten us all.
WS stands for Wilkinson Sword. It's basically the same stuff that they put in the aftershave to make it feel cool on your chin. There you go.
So you're inhaling that.
And it's like WD-40. It's the 23rd iteration they've got on it. They've fucked it up 22 times before then. And I'm not even sure if that is the iteration that they use in the cream. It might be a different one, but it's the one that we use in our vapes.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey ho.
So that's that. So we now used up all our vaping knowledge, but yeah. So we did go to there. So what was your overall view of the show? Bear in mind that Mr. Elliot and some people from up the other side of the border are already planning to come in October.
Okay. There was another just before I answer that. There was another mod that I would have bought if I could have bought it, but they couldn't because it wasn't on sale yet. And that was on the Vapors Clouds Watofu stand as well.
BP mod stand. Yeah.
The Across Ethos.
Yes, the Across Ethos, which we showed on here before it had been announced and stuff like that, but it's now been announced and it's coming out soon.
It's coming out in next month, apparently, so that could be next week or it could be in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah. I mean, basically, it's a smaller version of the Overkill mod.
Yeah, it's dual battery borrow, so...
It's 21700, isn't it? Or
no,
is it
dual 18650s. And
so in a month's time they'll bring out the 21700 version.
Probably. So I'm not going to buy it straight away. Not this time. Not doing it. I'm waiting until the 21700 version comes out.
Oh, Mike Haynes has just turned up. Hello, Mike. It was lovely to meet you at the show. And
hi, Mike.
Yeah, it was lovely to see you, mate. Nice you come along. But yeah, sorry, you're Across.
Yeah. So I say I've watched a review. Apparently, you don't get a build deck with it. It is compatible with one of the BP mod borrow things that is a rebuild deck.
Do you get the tank?
But from what I can gather, you get the tank with it, and it takes stock coils. But it will take one of the BP borrows, will fit straight in, and I can't remember which borrow it is.
Pioneer?
No, it's one of the other ones. But I can't remember. Anyway, so I was a little bit kind of, if it's not going to have a build deck in it, an RBA section that comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, how much is it? It's going to be about
100 quid,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait till it goes on sale.
Either way, yeah, I'll wait and see when a few more reviews come out. But,
and the only other thing from there as well that I like the look of was the lightsaber that's coming out that takes batteries.
Takes an 1821. I can't remember which.
I can't remember, but I think when they come out, if they're the right price, I'll probably have to get one of those.
Honestly, because it actually now looks more like a lightsaber than the original lightsaber did.
The all black one definitely looked like a lightsaber. Because you were looking at one and going, that looks like a lightsaber. And I'm like, the black one does. And you were like, oh, yeah.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, takeaway.
That with your black and red nitrous, your black and red nitrous tank.
Ooh,
on the top of that black lightsaber.
Ooh, that'd be good. They've got to do a... Yeah, need a pumper to go underneath it though.
You need to get a black pumper.
That looks strange. Yeah, so take out.
Yeah, your takeaway.
We spent very little time outside of the home zone, didn't we?
Yeah, we didn't spend much. We literally walked around we walked around the main part to get to a couple of other stalls.
We went to Lost Vape and had a brief look. We went to the BP Mods, Vapors Cloud, where Bogan was. And
we walked past Iniken and I saw Dimitri sitting at a table, but we're not industry enough to actually communicate. So we just walked by, like we just bowed as we walked. Yeah, you know, didn't want to get involved with him now. He's done time, so you know.
Okay. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I had that was it for the main expo, because it was still very disposable heavy, which is kind of the way it's gone. But yeah, hey ho. But the ohm zone, great, loads of coilers. Could have done with some more mod makers, because there was really two.
Yeah.
Overkill and Vape Smarter.
But to be fair, both of them did a roaring trade.
Oh, yeah, they did. They did.
Both of them.
Why am I saying two?
Happy.
There was three.
There was three.
There was Death Wish was there, wasn't there?
Oh yes, completely over. You know why we skipped over Death Wish is because we talked about them before we went, because I stole pictures off of Instagram of those nice looking mods, and they were beautiful.
These are the ones that you were talking about at the beginning. The Death Wish, can't remember what the hell it's called.
The Regenesis.
Thank you. The Regenesis. Yeah. I'd seen pictures of it, and there was a purple. They've got a purple one that I really did. 21700 Sidefire mech, and when we saw it on the stand, both of us went, oh, "That's tiny."
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It looks so much bigger in pictures.
Yeah,
I've seen it before, and seen it in person. It's not bigger. It's not mahoosive at all. It's not overbearing. It just looks. It looks pretty as a picture. It's a beautiful little thing.
Yeah, I was expecting, even on like the Instagram pictures where people are holding it, it looks big.
Yeah,
and I know how big a 21700 battery is. I don't know what I was expecting, but it just was like, wow, it's so cute and small, and so
yeah, and they were really nice. But
had I got 200 quid to wave at someone, I would have done. But
I think it was 200 quid, and then it was 300 quid for the Cerakoted one.
There was some that had got they were fancy.
Cerakoting, yeah, and they were even more. But yeah, if I was into that kind of thing, that because there's for the, I mean, it's not a tube, but the sort of people that are into their mech tube and stuff like that, it's that kind of thing.
It's kind of a tube that's got. It's a Sidefire tube with some extra bits on it.
Yeah, with like a knuckle guard on it.
Yeah.
A bit like the BMXs used to have.
Used to have to stop your hand falling off the end of the handlebars. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah. But yes, there were three there, and they all did a roaring trade.
Yeah.
What I would say is from the main floor itself, I would just from the looking around we did, it did seem to be a lot closer to even of pods versus disposables. The disposables were not as bad as they had been in the past. Now, being fair enough, we didn't spend a lot of time on the real far outskirts, which I suppose some of them might have been.
There was some juice as we were going to, because when you come in the door, if you turned left, there was some more stalls on your left, which was kind of behind the door. So when we came in, I completely missed that bit completely. I didn't even know it existed. And on the way out, I realised that there was some juice, because there was a distinct lack of juice stalls.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, there was a lot less juice than previous year. I mean, fair enough. The last time one of the juice stores on there was just giving away out of date stock, but so I don't think that helped. I don't think that helped them much. But apparently there is going to be. Well, I know of at least one that is potentially going to be there. A really really good juice company with a good varied range is going to be there in October, I believe.
The juice companies I wanted to visit and have a look at were in the home zone.
Yeah.
Outside of the home zone, there was, like I said, just the only ones I saw were that couple in the. Why am I waving my hand like this? But there was only that couple in that far corner that I saw on the way out.
Yeah.
I mean, previous expos were just juice stand after juice stand after juice. You couldn't move for juice stands. All of them.
All of the juice stands have been now replaced by disposables.
Pod. Yeah, disposables. And like you said, there are more pods coming where it's replaced. They're doing it as like an innovation. Pod. Oh yeah, this is a disposable pod that you can recharge and change the coil. It's like, it's not a fucking disposable, then, is it?
Exactly. But they have to put the disposable name on it so as the demographic that are into the disposables may actually like them, because I think they may hopefully on the horizon the disposables may be hopefully going away at some point. But
there was a lot more kind of people pushing the, hey, you can change the coils and you can recharge it, and it's like, oh, really? That's so new.
But that's it. I was a bit disappointed with you, because they had like a big side stand, and you had two girls handing out bags of old pods at one end, and a small display of U-Well stuff at the other end. Yeah, and then just a big expanse.
I never saw them handing stuff out. They've got bags, they've got T-shirts and all sorts laid out on the side, and the girls were just stood there like...
Yeah, just stood there, just seeing if anybody would come up to them, and then they would hand them a bag and tell them to go away, because...
Pretty much. I didn't even ask. I should have done, really, but...
I wasn't that bad. And because I had a quick look at what they had on the table, and it didn't look like it was the new mod that I wanted. So I was like, I'm not going to ask for it. If it ain't that one, don't want it.
Okay.
But you had that.
But it is completely different to how it was 2-3 years pre-COVID, I suppose.
Yeah.
It kind of needs the distros back. Yeah, it needs Evo back. Yeah. Because Evo, where they were going, hey, look what we've got. We've got some stock. We need to get rid of this stuff. We're selling it at stupid prices. Come and see what we've got for you. And they had some great stuff.
Yeah, I always walked in there and they went, here's my wallet. Thank you very much. And would walk away with something new and shiny, which I'd then probably give to Jimmy. But
yeah, that has happened.
But, hey, but yeah, like it's getting better, I would say. This one was the Ohm Zone was definitely better than the last Expo. There were less disposables than the last Expo. Hopefully, people the big vendors and distros will start coming back again, because this one proved that clearly, as hopefully the people who were exhibiting in the Ohm Zone will say, people were walking in with cash, and were willing to spend it. And I'm pretty sure Lost Vape as well were saying that. Lost Vape probably wishing they bought more stock with them.
Possibly, I do wonder whether the lack of distro means that there are people with more cash in their pockets for the Ohm Zone.
Yes, that is true.
And I think I went this time with the expectation that the main expo was going to be fairly shite, and
October was going to be more.
Thing. And but I was I went with the expectation of I just want to go straight to the home zone, and that is the bit I am coming for. I'm not coming to Expo. I'm coming to home zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I did enjoy the home zone bit. I like the fact they've got tables instead of booths on the right hand side. It made it feel more open.
Yes. Yeah.
And more intimate. And it got more seating in the middle.
Yeah, it had because they seem to have taken over some of the area from the bar to extend the home zone. So there was seating in the centre, which was good because people were just sitting there for the day and just relaxing and chatting and meeting up with people and stuff.
It did make it turn up, sit in the middle of the home zone, and just yeah. And you felt like you were back in the community again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That's what we thought of it.
Yeah.
Apart from getting COVID. Poor old Nigel.
Some people. Well, I didn't say hello to him, but Matt did. Matt appeared a little while ago. So good evening, Matt, and hope you're feeling better.
Oh, has Matt got it too?
Well, I thought that's what you said. You said that you got it, didn't you?
No, it was either Alex or.
Oh, so it was Alex.
Alex or Lloyd.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Alex or Lloyd. Yeah. Sorry.
I think. Yeah.
Maybe it was just wishful thinking after he gave me that device. It's my own fault. I willingly participated. I can't blame him.
No.
I can't blame anybody else but myself. I knew it was a mistake when I did it. I did it anyway. How many likes have you got on that TikTok, by the way? It better be at least 10.
TikTok didn't like it. Did I not tell you? Hang on. Let me bring up me. So
I let you embarrass me, and I don't even get the satisfaction of. They were just like, no.
Removed for violating community guidelines.
So that means somebody reported it.
As soon as it went up, literally,
okay. So literally when
somebody may have reported it.
Either somebody reported it or something in it hit the algorithm.
It came up as a tobacco. It's got the tobacco malarkey.
Right.
In their community guidelines, lumped in with drug taking and smoking. So it's got tobacco products. It's lumped in with tobacco products. So it says, "Do you agree or disagree?" And I just haven't clicked either. I've just left it. Because I don't agree that it's a tobacco product in the first place. But
no.
But hey ho. So basically I've got no likes on TikTok whatsoever
for that thing, but plenty of people had a laugh at it.
But it went on as a reel on
Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
And that has view the insights. 160 plays.
That's fine. How many likes?
26, 13 comments.
Perfect. 26. I'll take that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'll take that. That's probably one of my higher performing reels. So.
Oh, it was funny. Jesus Christ! I'm sticking to mouth to lung.
Oh, awesome! I don't think showing my phone to the camera is really gonna work.
It's just that fucking thing. You just left
there
that bit.
There you go.
But yeah, have a look. If you haven't already, put it into the VTUK group. It's already in the VVRP Facebook group, so you can go and have a laugh there. Or just look on Instagram for the Vaguely Vaping Related podcast, and you'll see that on Chandler's reel.
If I open this up, I wonder if I can... Hang on.
All right, Chandler is now going to try and play it live for you all to have a nice laugh.
Is it on? Is it in the? Did I put it in the group? I did.
You stuck it into my thing that's got all of the pictures that you were going to show while we were talking about it tonight. But
oh yeah, there it is. Ha! Found it. Right, so screen share.
So thank you very much and good night. I'm now leaving. I can't even end the fucking show, can I? No, I don't even have the power.
No, you can't.
Report, block. No, can't do anything like that.
Oh, hang on a minute. That's got to be over on that window. Poof. Poof.
This is like a car crash just heading
Can you see it?
me, but I can't. And I don't know because I haven't
got... Oh, you can't see the
stream open, so I'll...
Oh, no, it's the wrong window.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I need it on this window. Oh, no, I'm in the wrong window.
Oh, for God's sake. Do I have to add another? Yeah, why not? Let's just do it. All of this, it's just going to be such a...
This could be the world's biggest anticlimax known to man.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's just display capture that entire screen. Birth. Oh, no. The other one.
No, not the one that you've got Pornhub open on.
Oh no. That's the screen. I'm doing the entire bloody screen now. But actually, that'll do because there it is. Oh yeah, it would also help if I actually send that over so it goes onto the stream.
While Chandler explains what he's doing that nobody can see, if anybody's ever been looking for a DWAR, either NTL or Direct Lung, go to KHW Mod's website now. They have them in stock at the moment. You have to buy basically like the deck and the tank and everything sort of separately and together. But yeah, is the audio coming out as well? Fine if it isn't.
Hang on.
The pride on Matt's face as I hand back that.
Right, I'm starting it again just because. There we go. Yeah, I'm ready.
Too feisty for you?
I like the fact I try and compose myself after I speak to that. I think I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, there you go. Oh, sorry, I managed to do it eventually.
Yeah, Jay's rate reviews. Yes, that's very, very correct. Yes, nanosecond puff. It was literally as I took as it hit my throat, I suddenly realised the mistake I'd made, and my body just went nope.
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
12.5 watts.
12.5 watts.
That's what I'm vaping at normally.
12 and a half to like 200.
That's literally 20 times less than what that was.
I have no idea how many watts that was. 6.7 volts. I don't even know what the resistance of that ATI was, so I couldn't tell you.
No, I have no idea. It was a thing. But yes, but thank you to Matt for letting me try that and giving people a good laugh.
I'll share that video in the VTUK group just because.
Yep, share it in there as well.
Do you want the original? Do you want the original unedited version?
Do both because I still haven't seen the original. I quite like to see it without the
edited jumpy bit in the middle.
Yeah, without seeing me making that face multiple times.
I'm sorry, that bit. I like that bit.
No, really, I hadn't guessed. No shit, Sherlock.
I'm so cruel. Hey ho.
Jay, I'm not going to be around for a show tonight and I don't think Chandler is either because we're both knackered. So unfortunately not this week.
I'm covering for a member of staff who's just decided that for some reason he can't talk. So he's absolutely fine apart from the fact that he's lost his voice, which when you work from home and you do all your stuff over phone calls, slight issue.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Matt's just popped back in chat saying that the face was brilliant. Yeah, I just noticed I really like your sense of pride on your face as I handed you the mod back.
Yes, you're going to be
going.
Yeah,
I did that.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, look at that. It is going back to the cloud chuckers stacked mech tubes, isn't it? But it's just like,
yeah, 0.01 and all that sort of stuff.
It was a beefy little thing. Not exactly pocket friendly.
No, not even with like a big pair of cargos.
No,
from the 90s wouldn't work. No.
No.
But it was very fun, and it is a beautiful mod, Matt.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful, like, and obviously Pugs picked one up as well. He showed off on the Saturday show. He picked I think a slightly different one, but he had a big honking when he had to buy one of the big Valhallas to go with it. And
the Stabwood ones that he did with, and the ones that I was really.
It was one of the Stabwood ones.
Was it?
The Pugs picked up, yeah. And they're beautiful mods, and like I said, go have a look. If just look for Overkill mods online.
They certainly live up to their name. They really do. They are completely overkill. They're not practical in any shape or form.
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So. Oh, apparently we're now going up against P. Pasado starts at 10 o'clock, so apparently he does a show.
Does he?
He plays at 10.
Oh, well, we're 3 minutes past. So on that note,
we will hand it over to somebody who knows what he's talking about,
Mr. PB.
Yeah, who hasn't got a fucking clue who we are.
Nope.
But God bless him.
Which is fine.
That's fine. And go over and have a look at his channel. I'm assuming that's what it's on. And
yeah.
Okay.
So on that note, Dave.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Yeah.
By the way.
Thanks for joining. It's been fun.
Thanks for interacting with us in chat. It's nice. Lovely to see you all. And we'll try and be back same time next week, or maybe same time in a fortnight's time. We'll see what happens. But
we'll next week. Shall I say it? So I have to do it.
Yeah, say it.
Well, I say it, and it doesn't happen anyway. But we'll see. So thanks for joining us, listening to two old blokes talk shit.
Two blokes don't know what the fuck they're talking about that stuff. Trying to act like we know what we're talking about.
We pretend like we know what the fuck's going on. Dave.
Yes, mate.
Don't forget, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just live life. Own it. It's all right. I haven't selected the outro. I've forgotten to click the button. I'm on the wrong screen.
He's on the wrong screen. Same thing he did the other week.
I do it every bloody week.
Yeah,
so,
he does. Bless him.
Let's just go to the traditional VTUK. Adios, motherfuckers! Oh, it still missed the fucking button.
VTUK. VTUK.